left elbow when he banged into Dennis Rodman a little bit earlier as Bowie has replaced him.
Here is Bowie. Thompson. And the Bulls now lead 80-78. Dennis Scott, who hurt his elbow. Involved in the collision with Dennis Rodman. Get a report on Scott in a moment. Here's Kukoc. Tony Kukoc from downtown. He was 2 for 33 from three-point land prior to that basket.
Well, he was the three-point killer in games 3 and 4 of the regular season against the Magic, and mainly responsible for Chicago winning both of those ball games.
Shaquille O'Neal able to beat the double team, and the Bulls now lead 83-80. Told from the Orlando bench that Dennis Scott is okay, although he is in some degree of pain. Might be able to return. Oh, Pippen rocked by O'Neal, and that may be a flagrant foul.
32, Shaquille O'Neal. His fourth, second team foul.
It looked like a little bit of a hyperextension there as he got his arm, the lower part of his arm, caught on Dennis Rodman and bent back a little bit. Tyrus Grant can tell him all about that as he's suffering in street clothes.
Well, there's no flagrant on that. I thought I saw the indication. It's just a hard foul. Called on Shaquille for his fourth. Longley. And the Bulls now lead 85-80. 7:35 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And the Bulls keep that pressure on in the backcourt, trying to make the Magic use up a lot of time. And now Shaq, for the second straight time, posting on the right side.
Illegal defense. Called for the third time against Chicago. So Hardaway will shoot the technical. Hardaway 4 of 6 at the line.
There's some confusion as to who was illegal. Referee Hugh Hollins put up a 2 and a 5. And both Tony Kukoc, who wears number 7, and Steve Kerr, who wears number 25, looking around asking who was on. Hugh Hollins said, what difference does it make? One of you two. Or both.
Chicago with a 4-point lead. 7:20 to go in the fourth quarter. O'Neal with the bullet pass, not handled by Wolf. Hopper. It counts, and the foul. Hardaway called for the personal. Harper will go to the line, but first a timeout is called.
Well, Ron Harper taking the post-up position, a place he's not all that familiar with, throwing the jump hook, getting tip on the wrist, and getting the opportunity for a three-point play as Michael Jordan rests, and happy for his teammates.
Clever idea after another. That's Plymouth. By the U.S. Army. Be a part of the toughest, smartest Army in the world. Be all you can be. And by Budweiser, official sponsor of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games. This Bud's for you.
Back in Orlando, the Bulls with an 87-81 lead on the Magic. Another solid performance by Dennis Rodman, who's had a terrific series. He already has 2 championship rings as a member of the Detroit Pistons. We asked Dennis, what is the difference between playing with Detroit and now with Chicago?
In Detroit, you had the mentality to just go out there and kick someone's ass. Seriously, just hit. You know, your butt is ours. Here it's like, we can do it either way. We can do it physically, we can do it mentally. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do it. If we got the right stuff, we're gonna do it.
Well, Dennis has said many times, here's a steal for Chicago.
Brooks Thompson run into by Luke Longley.
Foul number 25, Steve Kerr.
Well, Steve Kerr picks up the foul.
I was about to say about Dennis Rodman has been asked many times about how great this Chicago team is. Obviously very, very great. But he has also said that he felt his championship teams in Detroit were better because the league was a lot stronger at that particular time.
Chicago with a 23-8 run that goes back to the third quarter. That's over the last 8.5 minutes. The Bulls have hit 9 of their last shots. That also dates back to the third quarter. As Shaquille makes his move, the foul is called. Basketball count. Longley picks up number 5. We have 6:34 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Bulls lead 88-81. Biggest lead of the game for Chicago. Hardaway fires up a 3. And it's Rodman with rebound number 11.
Well, the Magic are doing a much better job of spacing in the last couple of minutes. Did not do a good job of that in the early minutes of the fourth quarter. If they keep the floor spaced, they'll get some good scoring opportunities.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Steve Kerr. Another big bucket by Steve Kerr. It's a 9-point Chicago lead. The Bulls looking to make it a 4-game sweep and head to the NBA Finals. Hardaway is fouled. Penny Hardaway, after the good start, has hit only one of his last 7 shots. Foul committed by Kerr. And Hardaway will shoot a pair.
Well, the double teams are coming fast and furious now on Shaquille O'Neal when much of the 3 quarters trying to play him with single coverage. And a big reason why the Bulls feel comfortable coming down and double teaming. No real main threats as far as 3-point shooters are concerned out on the floor. However, Brooks Thompson is certainly a competent 3-point shooter. Bowie will make one from time to time, but the best 3-point shooter, Dennis Scott, sitting on the bench right now with a sore left elbow, and yet he has been struggling mightily. 3 for 19 in the series from beyond the arc.
And Scott, after the good start, only 3 of 12 from the field today. Here's pressure by the Magic. Hardaway got a piece of it, but recaptured by Rodman. 8-point Chicago lead after they trail most of the way. Jordan. Michael Jordan with 39. And you know that Michael is enjoying this. He's back at the scene of his biggest playoff miscues here in Orlando a year ago, and you know that he is using it as a positive. We're down to 5 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Penny Hardaway looking around, not comfortable with the spacing of the Magic.
Thompson fired it up, it counts, and the foul.
Well, Penny in the post was looking for Thompson to make a move and take his man out of there. He got his man out of there and wound up getting the ball. And that's what's happened to the Magic throughout this series. So much standing around when the double teams come, because that's the scheme. So you know where your spot-up shooters are. But from time to time, you have to read the situation and make the appropriate cuts.
And Luke Longley fouled out on the play. 22 minutes. 6 points, 5 rebounds. Right at the start of that move by Thompson, Steve Kerr took a shot in the chin, although a little overreaction on the part of Steve to try and draw the attention of the official who waved it off. And it was Longley called for the foul. 3-point play by Thompson. 92-85, Chicago. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. The Magic desperately trying to hang on, looking to force a 5th game in Chicago. Jordan for 3. Michael Jordan with 42 points.
And the only hesitation there to make sure both feet behind the line.
Hardaway swept aside by Rodman.